Okay, hello everyone. My name is Laquan Williams, and today in this video, I'm going to be doing my review for the most recent Flash episode. The Flash is on the CW network. They're in their 8th season. It's about halfway done. The season 9 has been made official. The Flash is getting season 9. It'll be the last season. That will be obviously towards the end of. Actually, you know what? It'll be next year. They might have some a first episode at the end of the year. I guess in December, maybe. I don't know, around the winter time. But anyways, this is season 8, episode 12, and of course we're continuing the Death Storm, obviously, situation slash obviously you could call it a storyline where the Robbie Raymond, aka who is played by actor Robbie Amell's, is back. This is a different version of him. This is the Earth 2 version. Deathstorm is not Firestorm. He's the evil, the sadistic, the evil version, and slash the main bad guy who is obviously a killer, and he kills people. He feeds off their grief. He scares them and It's kind of like, and we saw in this episode, he scared people and he killed them because he got there. He made them afraid, and they were basically shocked to see him. And like I said, he killed them and gained their power and their essence with after they died with their grief. And that's what happened when he teleported with Kayla and Snow to a carnival in another town that was outside of Central City. I thought he was actually in another timeline because it looked like he did open a portal. And at the end of the episode, Barry Allen said it. He's using like not really pocket dimensions, but you could say that he's using some type of portals and or pocket dimensions to weave his way in and out of different areas and go to different cities, not through time, but it's basically how he's able to get around. So they don't know where he is. It's kind of like DeVoe. DeVoe was not really on Earth per se, but he was in different dimensions. So it was hard for Barry and the team to fight Doctor. Well, not Doctor DeVoe, but anyways, DeVoe. A couple of seasons ago, obviously that name was brought up tonight because Captain Joe West, aka Joe West, told Barry, "You fought Zoom and DeVoe and Bloodwork and I forgot. He said you didn't never gave up now. So what makes this different? We also saw what we saw in this episode was obviously Iris West Allen disappearing and coming back, and Dion disappeared as well, and we don't know where he's at. Iris West Allen is dealing with her time sickness that's making her slip in and out of reality and existence and time itself. So she gets lost and she's able to come back, but the sickness is helping her and keeping her alive. Even though Tenya, the girl who is a Central Cindy phantom, grabbed her and made her disappear, Iris West Allen's time sickness allowed her to come back somehow. And Sue Dearborn's there. She's annoying. Most of the I don't know if it's me. Well, I know it's not me. If you've been watching this show for a while, there's lots of characters who are gone. Harrison Wells, Cisco Ramon. We're about to lose Captain Joe West. All the new characters to me are just really annoying. I don't like any of them. Chester, Allegra. I don't like Cecile, and I don't like Captain Kramer. I don't like Sue Dearborn, but she's not a new character. She's been here for a couple of years now. She's not really doing anything, but just sitting there watching Iris not fade into existence, and she can't even do anything to help her, but just to console her and say, "Let's go get some food or let's go shopping," and that'll help you forget the fact that you're fading in and out of existence and you're disappearing, kind of like Marty McFly was in the Back to the Future trilogy when Michael J. Fox obviously played him. That's basically how I've been looking at it. The other characters who are gone, like obviously Cisco Ramon and Harrison Wells, and now Captain Joe West, will be back in the last season of The Flash, which will be season 9. They'll be back for 1 or 2 episodes to tie the whole series up slash the show, because the show will be over in season 9 with the limited episode run, which will more than likely be the case with Legends of Tomorrow, another DC comic-based show that's obviously being aired on the CW network, along with The Flash and Superman, Lois, Naomi, Stargirl, Batwoman, and that's basically it. Yeah, the other shows are all gone. Obviously, Supernatural, Black Lightning, Green Arrow, that's all gone. So, this is what we're left with right now. And obviously, after The Flash is gone, there won't be even Supergirl. There's not a lot of long-standing shows that are going to be on the network anymore. So what we saw, obviously, on The Flash a couple of days ago, well, actually Wednesday on the 27th of April 2022, is Deathstorm kidnapped Caitlin Snow. He got to her. He grabbed her, kind of shook her up, threatened her. said at the end of the episode, she's gonna be you're gonna be my bride, but you're not ready yet for your transformation. He's trying to transform Caitlin Snow into, we don't know, obviously, God knows what, obviously, but he did kidnap her. The team does not have a way to stop him. They're going to use some type of chamber with Killer Frost's help in the next episode that Chester's going to put together, that he already kind of figured out, to help use her cold energy to somehow take him down in some type of way, or slow him down, so that they can actually possibly trap him or defeat him in some type of way. I don't know. A lot of people are saying, is not Killer Snow, is Caitlin Frost can be gone? I have no idea, but we know Joe West is going to be leaving the show. And hopefully Cecile goes with him, because I'm just so tired and sick of Cecile. Like I said, all the new characters are just really annoying and boring. Even I just keep listening to them over and over again. Cecile is always grabbing her head, doing the fake charlatan psychic, oh my god, my powers, over and over again. I can feel it. Everybody, it's just like jiggling the bracelets, like one of those charlatan slash fake psychics, the ones that usually get arrested and go to jail for grifting and stuff. She's really annoying. I really don't like her. I don't like Chester at all. He's not Cisco. He's not funny. It's just a forced effort. It's really cringy and pathetic, and they try too hard. Allegra, but obviously Cisco's gone, so he's not going to be there anymore. Obviously, he left. Cisco Ramon, who was played by Carlos Valdez, the actor, left the show about a year and a half ago now. Him and Camilla, his girlfriend, who was the photographer that worked with Iris West Allen at the Central City Gazette, is gone. They have not shown them at all on the show as far as what they're doing in their new life, where he's at the Argus. He's one of the head of Argus Human Resources or Development, some type of tech-based position where he's working at Argus with John Diggle and Lila, but that has not been shown yet, unfortunately, and which is pathetic. Obviously, the CWTV network isn't doing that, but of course they're saving that for the last season, which would be pathetic. By the way, who wants to wait a couple of years just to see actually Cisco being in a managerial or head of a department position only at the end of the show with probably like 2 episodes left? That's pathetic. He deserves more, but that's what they're going to do, obviously. And Joe West will be there for a couple episodes before the final season's over, which is season 9 for The Flash, and we'll see what happens with that. But the other guys, they're annoying, boring. I don't like them. Allegra's like, yeah, we're going to stop Killer. What's his name? Deathstorm. Not Death. Yeah, she hasn't done anything. She only used her powers after a couple weeks finally to fight a ghost version of her what's not sister, niece, her cousin. I forgot her name, but it was Esperanza. I forgot her real name. I mean, no, excuse me, her super villain name. I forgot what her name was. But anyways, she fought the ghost version of her, blasted the ghost, and sent some fire through a wall, and it kind of blew a fuse box in Star Labs. She didn't do anything. She actually used her powers against Deathstorm when Deathstorm attacked her, and obviously Chester. In like the 3rd or 4th level of Star Labs, the whole entire thing, because it's obviously a huge place. Obviously, it looks like the command center from the Power Rangers, obviously, because it's just so huge, obviously. But yeah, she didn't do anything. Killer Frost is gonna do everything she can to help Caitlin Snow be protected and help her be save her, obviously, from Deathstorm. We'll see what happens. So he can weave his way in and out of pocket dimensions. Captain Kramer was like, Joe West, I need your help. Obviously, he's a consultant now. He's not going to be regular on the show. So hopefully, like I said, unfortunately, hopefully that what's her name, Cecile goes with him, and unfortunately, Joe West is going to be gone off the show, so we'll have to deal with that. So the whole team is trying to figure out how they can stop Deathstorm. He grabbed Caitlin Snow. Barry tried to take him down. Didn't work. The whole situation with the pocket dimension, it looked like he was obviously going to a different time. He was not. He was going to a different city, and he's hiding around. They can't find him and obviously stop him. So we'll see what happens with that. The situation with Iris West Allen obviously is very unfortunate. It's obviously not really curable. Dion just disappeared. I don't know what happened after he allowed himself to give Iris West Allen some ability to track her, some type of energy ball he threw at her. Not obviously, it was just gently. It wasn't like a violent thing. He said, "I'll be able to find you and track you wherever you're at." Then after that, he disappeared and said something wasn't right. So we'll see what happens with that. And I don't even know why Sue Dearborn's there. She's there to help Iris West and be her to console her and be her friend there in need, to comfort her. But she's really not doing anything but buying stuff and using her her status as a rich spoiled brat, which obviously she's been bragging about, which she always does. Obviously, I'm like, oh yeah, where's Ralph Dibny at? Nowhere to be found and seen. They're still not talking about that at all. That's like the elephant in the room. Besides, obviously, the Cisco Ramon situation on the Flash. So we'll see what happens with that. So, like I said, the Death Storm was just he's been wreaking havoc. He's been killing people. He keeps getting stronger, and there's really nothing they can do. The police obviously try to help the Flash, but we're talking about it. Like, we're gonna help get people out of the city. They issued a citywide lockdown in Star City to try to keep everybody off the streets and give a curfew. Captain Kramer told Joe West and the Flash that they need their help to do that. Her and the police department need their help. Obviously, the CCPD. That's basically what happened. He's just attacking random people, killing them, feasting off their grief, and obviously becoming more stronger. So the Team Flash obviously can't stop him. That's obviously been a big problem and issue. He possessed Cecile after jokingly she said, "Bring it on! I'm ready for him. I'm not scared of him." He possessed her body, something that I seen like out of Supernatural. If you ever watch the show with Sam and Dean Winchester, obviously Jared, uh, Jensen Ackles, and Jared. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's hard to pronounce his last name. It's Paralyticity. I don't know how to say it correctly, but you know what I'm saying. Obviously, on Supernatural, Sam and Dean Winchester, when people obviously were possessed by demons and stuff, that's what it looked like. Eyes turned black, deep voice, demonic voice, and he took over Cecile's body. She couldn't do anything. He attacked Cecile. He attacked Allegra, and he's attacking everybody. He's trying to get everybody scared and beat them into submission so they can't fight him. So Team Flash is fractured, so they're not standing together to take him down. But Barry said, as the leader, you attack one of us, you attack all of us, and that's basically what's been going on. And essentially, obviously, they can't do anything to stop him besides them thinking of a better way to obviously outsmart him and possibly attack him in his pocket dimension. Somehow they're trying to figure out a way to reach him. Killer Frost is going to use her code-like ability and her powers with Chester's machine to somehow bring him out and also attack him in some type of way. I don't know how they're going to do that, but it'll be very interesting to see what happens with that. The episode was okay, but like I said before, and it's been happening the past couple of years now, the new characters are just really boring and annoying. Like I said, even Sue Dearborn, just annoying, even though she's not a new character, a recurring one. The whole Tenya situation was just really weird. That storyline, I'm actually glad it's done and over with. That was just very random and weird. And now she's like, I'm just going to storm off, go somewhere where you guys can't find me and threaten you, which is what Tenya did to Sue Dearborn and Iris West Allen after Iris West Allen made her mother disappear, which is the same mother she hasn't seen in about 9 years because she was put in foster care and her mother abandoned her. Dion told Iris West Allen, "Listen, I know where her mom is. I'll get to her, but I can't see your past, or your future, Iris. I can see everybody else's, but yours." And basically, obviously, we're seeing what's happening with that. It's going to be very difficult and very interesting to see what happens in the rest of the show. But like I said, it's very weird how they're gonna. I don't even know how they're gonna stop Deathstorm. Is he going to be the final villain of the season? It looks like he will be, more than likely. I guess they're gonna drag it out from their 5 episodes. I don't know who they're going to bring in else to replace him with, but I guess that's going to be the case. There might have to be some other couple of metahumans that they throw in there to push the Deathstorm situation slash storyline to the rest of the season. They're probably going on hiatus in order to extend it. The next episode will be airing next week. It's called Death Falls. You can see the promo video on YouTube on the CWTV Network's YouTube channel, also TV promos, but like I said, it happens with these shows. I don't think there's any comments on the article. It just happens. There's no comments on this article on Den of Geek. It just happens. New characters come on the show, and after a while, like I said, it just gets really annoying. People coming in and out of the show and leaving, and the new characters really just aren't really. I was not the word isn't entertaining. They're not. They're not likable. Really, it's just like here, Cisco's gone. Here's Chester. Cecile just kind of happened randomly. Just like with the situation with Iris West's mom randomly coming out of nowhere and just now she's here. We'll see what happens with that. As far as the Strength Force and the Speed Force, none of them have shown up to help the Team Flash at all. It's only been Dion, and Dion's only been helping Iris because he can't help them take out what's it called? Deathstorm, because that's not a time matter. So Dion really can't do anything about that unless the person that attacks them it has to deal with, who is a metahuman, knows how to travel through time and create portals and whatnot, obviously. So that's basically it. So, and Dion's disappeared now. He just vanished in thin air. And after he told Iris something doesn't feel right, and I'm not feeling very well. I'm sick as well. I have what you have. Your time sickness has spreaded to me, and now he disappeared, so they don't know where he's at and how they can get him back. It's very difficult. Of course, they're gonna have to probably ask the Speed Force with help with that, and also the Strength Force as well. We'll see what happens with that, but that's basically it. I don't think there was really anything else to happen on the show besides obviously Deathstorm attacking everybody and just random people and just killing them. He's doing it to anybody. It doesn't really matter. He's feeding off the grief and scaring the Team Flash to not come after him. And he told Barry through Cecile when he was possessing her body, "You can't stop me. I'm not afraid of you. Save your vile threats," because they're just laughable. And it's just, there's nothing Cecile can do. I was kind of laughing when Cecile was like, "Oh, I'm not scared of Deathstorm. What's he gonna do?" I was like, "Didn't you say that about Despero, and he almost killed you and the whole team, and you guys are bleeding out your ears and your nose?" I'm like, that was like 5-6 episodes ago. So what makes you think Deathstorm is not going to be somebody you can mess with? He took her body over. It was like it was nothing. After they try to use Cecile's impulse through her psychic abilities and powers of her brain to find and track the grief of people in the city. And what's funny is when they did that, they put the helmet on her, Chester did, her and Barry were tracking it, and they saw it on the computer. What happened was all of the grief was showing up at Star Labs, and Chester and Barry were like, "Wait, what's going on? That's not right." Next thing you know, sparks are flying from in the air, and stuff's somewhat almost catching on fire. And then the next thing you know, Cecile just stops moving, and then Deathstorm takes over her body, and they try to shut the machine down. And he says, "It's too late. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop me." Me and the empath, which is Cecile, with her psychic and obviously ability to to read the room, and she understands people's feelings. Not really read minds, but can read their body feeling, not temperatures, their body, their emotions and whatnot. So like I said, so he feeds off their grief. She can tell people if people are grieving, they're sad or angry, their emotions. She knows all about that. And like I said, it's been very annoying to hear that for the past obviously 2 seasons almost now, with her grabbing her head or basically consoling with people like, "I'm gonna grab your hand. I know how you feel. My powers will help you. My power, since I got these powers." It's just like every 5 seconds, it's just like maybe she should be on the Power Rangers because since she keeps saying that word, I'm just like, it's just so annoying. And when the show is over, it'll be nice to finally see how it ends. But I'm just like, I really do not like the new characters on the show. It's really starting to feel like how I feel towards the Flash is basically how I've been feeling for the past for 3 years now with Legends of Tomorrow. It's just been getting really annoying with the new characters, and it's just like, okay, yeah, this we're doing these silly jokes and it's funny. It's just like it's just really boring. Every 5 seconds, yeah, guys, we're legends and let's get the job done. It's just like you guys are just superheroes. Most of you guys don't even have powers, and you're just winging it. You're mostly failing at the effort to make the effort to obviously solve the issues at hand, but you guys are screwing up more than you're solving. Obviously, that's why I keep landing themselves in trouble. We'll see what happens when the show ends. If it doesn't get last season, I actually really don't care. I'll review it if it does get a final season, but I won't be upset and sad. I was more upset and sad when Black Lightning got cut short, when Constantine got cut short on NBC, and now Matt Ryan can't even play Constantine anymore. He's been him obviously for the past several years on the CW TV network, playing him on The Flash and Green Arrow, and obviously what's these Legends of Tomorrow, but they never gave him his own show. The network executives, you can look this up yourself, they said, "We're not giving him his own show. He'll be on the show as a recurring cast member, but we're not giving him his own show." So if you want to watch his actual whole entire show with him being by himself and other characters on the show, go and look up Constantine Season 1 on Amazon Prime, and you can buy it on DVD or also watch it on there. I bought the Blu-ray a couple of years ago. I have to buy a new copy because my disc is messed up. But yeah, like I said before, and he's still playing John Constantine on animated TV movies. There's another one that's about to come out in May 3rd. I forgot what it's called, but you can look it up on Amazon. Just type in Constantine DVD, and it's about to come out very soon. I actually have it right here saved. Let me see. I have it right here. I'm just going to look it up real quick just to let you know. It's called Constantine, the House of Mystery. Now he had a movie a couple years ago, 2 years ago. It was called City of Demons. I have that actually, and I have him his whole season of him Matt Ryan as John Constantine on his NBC show. That was 2014, 2015. Years ago, it got canceled. NBC gave it only 13 episodes. They cut it off after the first season. A couple of years went by, and they were like, "We're not gonna release it." People, including myself, were like, "Dude, just release the DVD." Us fans wanted to pay it. You already made money off the show. It got canceled. You're still making money, obviously. NBC, just do it. And they finally released it. Thank goodness. So like I said, I have to buy that again. But yeah, he's still playing him in animated movies, but he can't physically play him on screen. He can still do the voiceover, so that's actually great. So I'm happy for that and thankful for that because I love Matt Ryan. He's a great actor and he's awesome as John Constantine. Obviously, of course, we had Keanu Reeves play in first in a film in the first obviously movie and only movie John Constantine, which Keanu Reeves played him in 2004 or 5. It was about a year or so, I think maybe after the last Matrix movie. So that was like the first movie Keanu Reeves had after he would play Neo in the Matrix movie trilogy movies, obviously. So that's basically it. We'll see what happens with the Legends of Tomorrow if they get renewed for a final season, obviously, and we'll see what happens with the Flash, obviously, with its final season, and if what characters will be back and whatnot. So it'll be very interesting to see about that. But like I said, the Deathstorm situation / storyline has been very cool and entertaining. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with the whole Caitlin Snow situation, and that's a huge mystery. We all don't know, obviously, what's going to happen with that, and if she's going to be killed or she's going to be gone temporarily for a couple episodes because the actress playing her, Danielle Panabaker, is pregnant. So they said that won't affect her on-camera situation. She takes a break. That's fine. But no problem with that, obviously, because she has to do it because she's going to be a new mother. We'll see what happens with that, but she obviously is gone. Killer Frost will also be gone as well, and along with Caitlin Snow for a couple of months, obviously, which is no problem, obviously. It's going to be sad, obviously, seeing Joe West not be there, but he'll be back for the final season, played by Jesse Williams, the actor. Like I said, we don't know if Cecile will be going with him and his baby, or they're just going to say Joe's on a sabbatical. He's enjoying his retirement fishing. You won't see him, but you'll hear about him. But you won't see him until the last season. I don't know if he actually filmed this whole entire season with the whole cast. And he was not in a couple episodes, so there was probably about a couple episodes. He's probably has like 3 or 4 episodes left, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's basically it for my review of the Flash, this current episode. And the episode was called Death. Actually, it was called the next episode was called Death Falls. This episode was called it wasn't called Resurrection, but that was the previous episode. But anyways, yeah, it was season 8, episode 12. So we'll see what happens, obviously. Yeah, that was basically it. It was a fun episode. Oh, it's called Death Rises. Sorry, Death Rises was the episode name. Of The Flash is season 8, episode 12, which was yesterday on the 27th of April, 2022. The next episode will be season 8, episode 13, called Death Falls. They're going to try to get back into this whole situation, figure out a way to stop, obviously, Deathstorm and try to stop him from, obviously, I don't know how they're going to keep Caitlin Snow isolated and insulated away from him so he can't attack her. There'll have to be some type of way to keep a force field around Star Labs or something, or keep her away that they can't find away from him so he can't find her at all. So we'll see what happens with that. That's the end of my review, and this is the end of my video. Thanks again for watching. Let me know what you have to think in the comment section if you have not been watching the show for a while, if you stopped. I know a lot of people have been saying on these promos on the YouTube channels for TV promos that The Flash is not fun anymore. They've been tired of it, fatigued, burnt out. With the other superhero TV shows and movies, I understand that. I still watch them, though, even though it's been annoying. With The Flash, obviously, for the last couple of years, with specific certain episodes, even, of course, certain times that happened to me with Green Arrow. Possibly you probably have had that with yourself if you watched Green Arrow. But I still enjoyed it. I miss it. Same with Black Lightning, annoying at certain points, but it wasn't really as much as annoying, I would say, as Legends of Tomorrow. That's been like the worst one because it just turned into a comedy fest. But we'll see what happens in a Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff, by the way. With a bunch of superheroes joking, laughing, drinking beer, eating nachos, and being a bad guys trying to save the world, just turned into that, basically, which is a Marvel franchise comic book series. DC is obviously Legends of Tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's basically it. That's the end of my review and my video again. Thank you again for watching. That's all I have to say regarding the Flash. We'll talk about that and Superman and Lois back next week when they come back, obviously. And there'll be another hiatus for Superman and Lois after this current episode at next week. I don't know if the Flash is going to go on another hiatus for a couple of weeks briefly or a month as well. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you again for watching my review, and that's the end of all I have to say. Thanks again. Bye.